Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about sports massage, and there seems to be a lot of confusion um, about not only about the difference between sports massage and other types of massage, but also sort of people quite often don't realise that there are different types of sports massage that you can have. Particularly for those of you that maybe are competing or doing sort of events such as triathlons, marathons. We have what's called a pre-event sports massage, a maintenance sports massage, and a post-event sports massage. And these three different types will have different intentions for different phases, sort of in that competition or event process. They all have very specific techniques that are used at each stage, so that you get the desired, effect on the muscles, really. So I'm going to be going through those three types of sports massage and just explaining the difference and what the sort of aim is for each one of those stages. So the first one is a pre-event massage. So this would take place within 48 hours prior to the event or whatever it may be. And it can take place sort of immediately before, but certainly in the 48 hours prior. And so this type will basically incorporate those really sort of more stimulating techniques. It's a much faster paced massage, and if it's immediately before say a marathon, it could only be 10 minutes just to really, therapists work, really fast pace, just to really get those muscles warm and ready for action, basically. These stimulating techniques, so it'd be like all your sort of fast strokes, your kneading movements, and also those percussion movements that really stimulate the circulation. So things like your hacking, and your pummeling and all that. So the point of those is to, as I say, increase the circulation to the muscles so that you make sure that you get all that oxygen, nutrients, through to the muscle tissue, and so that it's got what it needs to, last however long that event is going to be. And also to really just, as I say, warm up the muscles, get them really ready for action, help improve the flexibility, and therefore to ensure that the muscles are ready for that exercise, and hopefully then reduce, any risk of energy, any risk of injury or muscle fatigue throughout that event. So we've said increased circulation. It's going to bring the oxygen and the nutrients to the muscles, and also help to start to flush out those toxins. It's the pre-event, generally it will help the muscles, while it's not a relaxing experience because it is so fast paced, it will help the muscles to relax, so that they are then able to perform a full range of motion, and you will then give a better performance. It will also assist the athlete mentally as well as physically. Sometimes just by improving a person's mental clarity, improving their focus and their concentration, that will just help the athlete prepare fully for the competition or whatever it may be. And they can really kind of, give 100%. It's all very well having the physical strength, and the ability to do whatever it is you're about to do. But if you're not focused mentally, then your performance is going to suffer. So yeah, so those are the main benefits really of a pre-event. Is really just that preparation of the muscles, preparation of the mind as well, to ensure that you go out there ready to compete in the best shape possible, really. So a post-event is kind of the opposite end of the scale. Whereas your pre-event is a very fast-paced massage, a post-event is actually probably the most relaxing form of a sports massage. In some ways, it's a bit more like a firm Swedish massage, because the aim is to help the client and the muscles to just relax and calm down after all that work, and just help the muscles recover. So the post-event would really be done as soon as possible after the event. Sometimes sort of it's something like a marathon, you've got sports therapists on site who literally will do that sort of pretty much immediately. But I've certainly had sports clients. Maybe they've gone and done a triathlon on the Sunday, and then they come in on the Monday, and they have a full-on sports massage, and then wonder why they hurt. So usually I would say sort of within the sort of 24 hours, certainly after an event. It's more of a post-event, a slightly sort of calmer massage that you're going to want. And then once that initial stage is passed, you can then sort of go on and really get a lot of muscle work in, just to sort of, maintain the condition of the muscles. So the post-event is definitely a slightly softer sports massage, and the whole point of a post-event massage is, again, it will assist with the circulation, help flush those toxins, lactic acid and all that stuff through, and which will build up in the muscles during exercise, and by getting rid of that, we can prevent sort of accumulated waste in the muscles, which is then what's going to lead to your muscle tension and your knots that are then going to cause you issues. So as we said, a post-event massage is really designed to return the muscles to a more relaxed state, and also, again, return the mind. When you're competing in events, you'll be sort of really kind of psyched up for sort of doing the best you can, and sometimes it takes a little while to kind of calm down from all that adrenaline, and so the post-event massage will again help with this process, after competing. So as I say, it helps. The whole point is to help with the recovery of the muscles. So it will help reduce chance of soreness the day after. So like your DOMS. It will help reduce any chance of swelling and inflammation in the muscles and joints, following these events. And and therefore by helping, with the inflammation, it also just helps to promote healing and promote faster recovery. And you'll know if you've seen my other videos that massage has actually been proven to increase the production of the mitochondria, which are responsible for energy in the body and metabolism and all sorts of things, which can really help with things like competitive bodybuilding, for example. It's really, really helpful and in just helping the body to recover. As we said, it also basically assists with helping the athlete to relax and recover, both physically and mentally from the event. And sometimes if you've just run a 26-mile marathon, you're going to be pretty tired, and sometimes you maybe might not cool down quite as well as you normally would, if you were just going out for a jog around the block, because you might be too tired to do it properly. So this is where the post-event massage comes in and can really just help do that cool down routine for you, when you're too tired to do it yourself. So that's your pre and post event. Then we've got the maintenance sports massage, which is what a lot of people would have if they come in, book an appointment for a sports massage. So this again for athletes, but also for anyone, with any sort of excess tension or repetitive movements, maybe because of their job. But it can also be used for athletes who maybe have just reduced their training schedule, maybe aren't currently competing. So again, like bodybuilders, they have their sort of competitive season, and then they sort of have their sort of however long where they don't compete and they're not sort of bulking up and all the rest of it. So, the maintenance massage is a good way to just maintain the, condition of the muscles and the strength and the flexibility, so that they'll be in good condition for when they start to really push themselves for the next, next season of events. So maintenance sports will work, as I say, on strength, coordination, flexibility, posture, stress, scar tissue, and existing injuries, or even injuries, from the past that maybe just kind of affect the muscles still a bit now. Through the course of assessing a client and the course of doing treatments, it will involve setting specific goals to help that client rehabilitate from injuries that maybe, just haven't healed properly while they've been competing. Athletes, that there is very much that sort of state of mind, that they really just, it's that competitive spirit. They just push on through maybe when they probably shouldn't. And so sometimes there might be a mild injury there that has kind of been overlooked and has the potential to get worse because they've pushed themselves through it to get through the competition. So the maintenance sports, by helping with the rehabilitation of these injuries, can just, help to maintain the athlete's health ready for the next season, and prevent further injuries. Athletes, for example, who suffer with back pain, quite often they'll tighten the hamstrings to compensate for the back pain. So by treating the hamstrings, you can alleviate the symptoms in the back. But part of this is also deciding whether the hamstring issue is an acute problem or a chronic problem. Because obviously if it's an acute problem, there's going to be signs of inflammation, direct massage at this time will not be indicated. You'll have to go and do all your ice and compression and elevation and everything. And then once it's a chronic issue, or sort of the inflammation has subsided, then we can work on range of motion movements, ice treatments, and proceed then with with maintenance massage treatments. It's really just through assessment that we work out how many treatments are needed, depending on whether it's acute or chronic, and the extent of the injury. And as I say, things like ice treatments, followed by cross fibre frictions, particularly, and if you've got scar tissue there, whether it's from surgeries or previous injuries, different techniques will be used to promote the healing. But timing, again, taking into account stages of inflammation and how bad the injury is and when it happened, etc. Correct timing of treatments is essential, and can really make the difference between, resolving a problem in weeks or, potentially months. And again, this is where, ensuring that you see a qualified therapist who is experienced, that really is essential if you're someone who's competing. So that is the 3 types of sports massage. So just talk to your therapist, make sure they're aware if you've done any, events or competitions, or if you've got one coming up, and then they will help time the treatments around you, to ensure really that you get the best possible outcome, and that you can go out there and really just reach your full potential, and that your muscles and your mind are in the best sort of state possible, to give your best, and hopefully come out having done really well. So as always, any questions, you can contact me on my Facebook or Instagram. Links should be down below, and there will be certainly a lot more videos coming on various issues in sports massage and various injuries and muscle groups, so keep your eye out for those. But for now, that's it from me, so I will see you next time. Bye.